Alright, here we go, yo. Hey, my name is Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called the Godkiller. They say, live each day like it's your last. What does that mean? I'm gonna go skydiving. Like, find somebody to fall in love with on that day? No. To me, it means I'm gonna work at my fucking game. But if they mean like this is your last day, you will be dead tomorrow, then you're not going to work on any long-term project at all. But if you live each day as though your time is limited, that makes some sense. I don't think it's so much I'm going to die all of a sudden. It's more like my life will get reconfigured in some way that I don't understand right now, such that the amount of freedom that I've got right now to pursue things that express who I am is curtailed. That could be losing my job. It could be getting sick. It could be somebody else getting sick with COVID, or even just an ordinary bout of cancer, or something very unexotic but equally deadly and draining. You never know when some shit's going to come up. So I am living each day like the next day will be outside of my control. And today, I'm working on my game. And it's not an important thing to the world, but it's very important to me. Because it is me. It's like an expression of me. It's like other people have kids and they fool themselves into thinking that thing walking around is some version of them. I fool myself into thinking that the thing that I produce with my mind is some version of me walking around and kind of entertaining people in the same way I would try to if I was right there. Alright. So I like to start these streams off with a demo. And, hey, Z. Good to see you, man. I did not get very far on this level last night, and the reason I didn't is because I started hitting some bugs with the axles. And I was unable to complete the level, even though I think it's got a lot of potential, and I'm excited to get back to it. While normally I take the weekdays to make levels and the weekends to get into bugs and features and things that maybe require a little more depth. I'm so blocked by this set of axle bugs, maybe it's one bug I hope, that I will take this session to see what I can do to fix it. I fixed one axle bug yesterday, and I don't know, maybe I created another one. The playtesters found some problems. Anyways, this level, it's very partial right now. It's not complete. Yesterday I made it so that this maneuver would work. There was some code that just didn't know how to deal with axing or spiking a block when you turn. It would spike other things but not a block, so I fixed that. The layout of this level is an interleaved spiral. So you can go to the bottom and not have explored the whole thing because there's two paths into the spiral. Let's see. This takes you to the very bottom. And if you want to get further, you got to find your way back up the other spiral. Each time you get to where the block landed, it's a little bit like playing golf. You sort of find a good place to destroy the block, then it moves further away, then you figure out where the block went, and you're just chasing it down the spiral. So it went over here when I destroyed it because of rules for where blocks go when they're destroyed. And this is the first time I've put a double-decker axle in the game. It works, except there's some bugs. But the puzzle's like this. Come up here, flip over, come over to the top axle, open it up, and you gotta come back, because if you drop down here, you won't be able to push the bottom axle out. So you gotta come back there, move that into place, and then you gotta get back up where you were. So like that, and then bam, knock this guy out. Then you want the block to go someplace, so you knock this. And we're coming up on the first bug, I think. So something happened already. There was some kind of exception. I can tell because I see all these letters down at the bottom. That's the game dumping the move so far when it encounters an exception. So it's time for me to hit unpause on this, or unplay, and look at my exceptions. Last time I ignored the exceptions, I ended up crashing Unity and had to force quit it. Okay, looks like there were quite a few exceptions though. I think I just want to fix these one at a time until the axles are completely stable. And maybe there's only one bug. That would be wonderful if that were the case. Piece fell effect. Okay, so I can take this giant thing, which is all the moves that led up to that exception. Put that into the main object here, into this command playback thing. I've got a means of, I hope, generating that same error reliably. By doing that, we'll see in a second if that's the case. Let's take this off maximize. Okay, then let's see. Let me get the gist of what I was complaining about. It would have been the previous error. So piece fell effect. It seems like maybe a transform of null got passed in. All right. Let me just see if I can reproduce this. I'm also curious how far I got to get in to reproduce it. There's some event which is probably causing... Oh, I think I know what it is. Okay. Okay, it was pushing. So at least I can see that all of these exceptions are just kind of a repeat of the first problem. Let me see if I can get to the command right before the problem happens. Okay, no exceptions. So I can make a pretty good guess that when I hit north, when I hit the up button, it's going to cause that problem again. So let me put a breakpoint right before it happens. I can look at the call stack. I'm amazed how many game developers do not use debuggers ever, even ones that like have got like 5 years experience. I'm amazed. It just seems ridiculous. Okay, so let me go north. Here we go. Transform null. Yes, it is. Okay, how did I get here? Okay, so I'm gonna have to see what set this up, because I'm not in the call stack where the thing that caused this to be put here was done. So let me see if I can just intuit where it happened. Piece fell effect. It's gonna be like buried a little bit, I think. So it'll be in fall util. It's gonna be in here. There's two ways that you can do it. You can do it with the fall to death height, which is sort of like the drop doesn't have anything at the bottom to catch it, and this is where it would have been added. So that means land was called on some piece. It would have been related to the axle rotating. It might overall be related to the changes I made last night. This might be a tough session. Okay, who calls land? Probably a million things call land. Okay, this is the one to check, I think. I think the problem might be that it's trying to land the spokes up above it. The spokes are attached to something. But I see potentially more than one problem. Anyways, this is going to fail. Just going to hit pause so it doesn't crash on me while I look at it. Yeah, well, I know at least it's correct code for me to say yeah. So I think I'm willing to try that and just see what the result is, but I may have to dig into it further. This I can get rid of. Yeah, okay, that seems to have fixed that. Okay, let me see if I'm back into stable town here. That looks pretty good. Oh, I might be able to use the rest of the session to finish this level. That would be my happy making thing. Oh, something's up right there. I pressed the key, nothing happened, and I've got a spinner. Oh, fuck, not a crasher, not a crasher. Jesus, no, not a crasher. I don't want that. Everything's saved. But, man, what did I do to deserve just a whole force quit crash situation? What did I do? I really don't like that. I'm perfectly fine with some exception or error, but this sucks. The axles, man. The axles. The other thing, I just keep wishing I could put away and they'd be done. Then I find some other problem. I have to dig back into them, and they're complex. The code there is very complex. Man, it's raining hard out there. What do they call this? The grinder. Okay, I'm going to see if that problem is reproducible. I had a couple of sessions where I totally repeated an error again and again and again. Maybe you put it into some state. I think I'm probably going to crash again. If I do, I know what my approach is. It's going to be laborious. So I'd rather just make sure I can reproduce the problem. begin with. Go down here, I can do this. Got no problem walking underneath this. That's all good. Again. Here I'm walking underneath it without issue. This is where it stopped last time. No? That could be good news, that could be bad news. Okay, there's a bug right there. Copy this. Put it inside main, and this time I'm going to save just to make sure that I have this particular case captured if I have to force quit. Yeah, this is one that comes up a fair amount. And whenever it happens, it's not, when this assertion fails, it means that something else screwed up. Not this particular code or even necessarily the calling code. Something put a piece somewhere without updating the M. Without updating the index that goes to that piece. I always find it a little confusing because it's supposed to be encapsulated. Like all the movements, like when you move something, it should always update the underlying data structure. What's calling move to? Fall util. Fling. So when the fling is performed, I don't know. All right, let's see if this reproduces. I should have removed the last letter from the commands. Okay, that reproduced. Unplay. Okay, same deal. So then let's change this to be without the fling. So it's the fling That kind of fucks up. But what am I really looking for? Piece fling that knocks against a wall and it says land. And then it says move the player piece to the new location, but it doesn't find the player piece at the from location. And it doesn't do this all the time. It only does it every once in a while. So, God, this might be a little bit hard. All right, and you don't maximize. So my fling would be west along this line. Oh, hits the spike. That would be the root cause of it. It's the spike. The spike is killing you, but you're still moving. You know what I could do? This is a known bug. I had this silly idea at the very beginning of the game that it would be fun to have multi-death, meaning you might die a number of different ways in one turn. Like you get killed just in a ridiculous number of ways, all as a result of one thing. Like you could hit a spike, then land on something else and hit another spike maybe on the way down, and then at the bottom of that fall an enemy would push you over a cliff and you would fall to your death, and haha, you got killed by spikes 2 times and then fell to your death the 3rd time. But is that good? Is that useful? So I have some code that is saying after the first death, you're dead. Let's remove you from the spot you were at and put you in the egg. While this other multi-death code is saying, let's keep going. Let's see how many other times you die. That's the problem. If I fix this, I think I can fix some other bugs too. Okay, I think this is not too hard. So we say That might be it, to be honest. Okay. Perfect. I was bracing myself for a real tough bug to fix, and it just worked out. In fact, I am almost certain that this is the same bug I saw elsewhere. Bug, if you die first. Yeah. Yep. So let's start my release notes. New level. Let's see. Grand axles. And then this one, the grinder. It'd be really cool if I could go back to working on the grinder. There's another bug. It happens when the axles rotate back into place. Let me see if I happen to have fixed that. Well, I'll just keep testing and see what problems I might come across. So I put everything back in place. Let's see what happens when I walk through. It'd be awesome if I fix this. So far it's looking pretty good. Wow, that's looking stable. Let me go to the other level where I was reproducing that bug a lot more easily. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, save. And we'll go to grand axles. So I come here again. Okay, so move this back. Seems to be doing all right. Ooh, I saw something. Did I just put that in? I thought I did. Six ends. Take off one. Okay, let's see if that catches it. So I move north and it's gonna fuck up, right? Not that time? Oh, I don't like that. Okay, now I've got errors. Piece punctured effect. Oh, weird. So it got past something. Something with null. There's something bad going on. Something non-deterministic going on with all those axles rotating. Reset. Okay. So I'm going to try getting it to mess up with different parts disabled. So my thought is, in this situation, I shouldn't see any errors at all because I've disabled the code that I think is problematic, but we'll see. Okay. So that seems fine. Okay. I'm going to make a copy of the function that I know works. Say reset works. Okay. So I can keep track of like the, you know, what is the last thing that had no problem. Try. Let's do everything except the effects, which will be confusing, but Okay. So it's not the effects. Let's try taking this out. Let's try taking that out. Let's try taking that out. I might as well take this out. At some point I won't be able to take anything else out because I won't be able to expect it to still work in any fashion. So I can't divide and conquer forever. Although since I know this isn't to blame, I'll go ahead and leave it out. And there's just less to look at that's still enabled. Okay. So there's assertions there. It seems like this is passing null in at some point. Maybe it's this crazy pool. See if I can. Verify integrity failed. Happened right after the rotate. No, it happened at the beginning of the rotate. Something else happened prior, but I cannot see what it is. It's some goddamn. What if I don't rotate anything? That's one more thing I can check. Okay. Let me get rid of that. All I'm doing is removing the spokes from the board, putting them back in. That's all I'm doing. And these things which just are checking for they're like read-only operations to check the integrity of data structures. Okay. Clear that. Hit play. I might have hosed Unity at some point. That looks like a forced quit situation. Okay, grand axles. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Oh, you're probably gonna be full screen. I don't want full screen. Wish there was a way to just undo the maximize without having to replay. Really? Oh shit. Oh shit. I made an infinite loop. That's what I did. I made an infinite loop. Because if I do not rotate the spokes clockwise, I'll never get two directions. Okay, that's why I'm crashing. Yeah, if you're ever crashing in Unity, check for infinite loops. So let's just take out this whole bit here. See if I can get a repro now that I've taken out rotate. Taking out everything except adding and removing spokes. So it'd be nice if this still causes a problem. That'd be narrowing it down quite a bit if it did. Does not cause a problem. So that means something inside of rotate causes the problem. I see no assertions. Okay. Copying this back up here. This is the most complete version that works. So I know it's something inside of here that causes the issue. I'll re-enable other stuff. Whoa. This is a very simple bit of code here. Okay, hold on. Temp, the north equals west, west equals south, south equals east, east equals temp. Axle direction gets the next rotated. Weird. What is spoke info? Struct or class? It's class. Just to make sure I didn't miss something. Let's say, just do that. Okay. So I kind of messed up my my spokes there, but we'll see. So it is something about that. I could try. Let's to do delete. Let's see. Rotate clockwise. Okay. I could try some kind of copy to type of a thing. Let me take a look at the spoke info structure. Or a class, I should say. So it's only got like 3 things. And there's already a sync to method. Let me try using sync to. Oh, I thought of something else. Okay, anyways. Let's call this I need to come up with some better convention. Maybe I should just do like reuse. Maybe reuse if I'm going to have to do a bunch of them. Not reuse. Reuse is good. Okay, and we'll say it has that. And then north spoke. Sync to reuse temp spoke info. Okay. What? Mutable linkage. No. I think I messed up above. This should be not north, but it should be south. Alright, north, we keep a copy of its value. And we go west. West will sync. No. No, this would be north. When I say south, sync to west. East, sync to south. I'm getting confused. All right. It should be north to south. No, not north to south. North to west? Is that right? I think I screwed up. Now I gotta look at what I had there before. What is the name of this axle controller? Get status. Oh yeah, down at the bottom it should be one more for east. East equals temp. So this is not. Why am I having such a hard time? Here, let's just do it this way. Just one at a time. I'll do it line for line. First one. We save north inside a temp. Done. Next one. North value is copied to west. That might be my problem. Although that seems wrong though. No, west value is copied to north. Okay, so that still matches. Okay. South's value is copied to west, right? Yes. The thing that's messing me up is just reversing the order on these. Okay. So south value is copied to west. And then something's copied to south. East is copied to south. Okay. And then I just had the last one wrong. This should copy to east. And that's it. Okay, so I could try that and make sure it works. Passes that. Did not regress on basic ability to move these. Exception city. Okay, So it seems to me that my previous testing wasn't correct in narrowing down the problem. Oh, this is that other weird issue. Let me, just to make sure I'm not complicating this. Let's put down this other thing here. We'll say re-enable this part. Something seems wrong. I don't know if it picked up my changes just now. Oh no, it did. Okay, there's an assertion failure, but it might just be because I didn't update everything the right way. Okay. I feel like I gotta leave the rest of this debugging to maybe the weekend. I'll go back to level design. I think I fixed enough that I can continue with level design at least. I will have to return to this whole problem. Let me go back up to this top one. Save that. Let's go back to the other level. Okay, clear. Oh, stop. Yeah, I might need the weekend to get further into that other deal. Okay. Grinder, back to the grinder. It does seem like all my problems happen after dying, though. I hope that remains true while I design this level. I just can't. My troubleshooting capabilities seem to be a little degraded right now. Alright, back to level design here. A few things. I kind of wanted some solution that I kind of wanted a path here, a default path that would end up making the player leave this closed. And I think if I put spikes on the other axle, it will do that. So I'll go north spoke, left spikes. That way the player will push through here to come in this direction, but they'll have to push again. They'll leave that closed. So when later on they push blocks this way, they'll end up knocking against here, which is not the solution that's wanted. The player should get the K up here. If the K is stuck over here, it's not it's not in a good spot. Let me make sure that's actually true though. So if I put some spikes over here in a strategic place, then that will that'll let me destroy the blocks when they get pushed in this direction. So yeah, I'm really gonna have to check for problems with flinging out from these different platforms. Okay, so if the player gets it down here, they don't want to destroy it. Instead, they want to get it over to this side, have it get destroyed. Over there. It seems to me I don't really need the spikes here. What I need instead is just a nicer walling off. So if I get the K over here. This might be interesting. So if the K is there, then you need to get it down to this next level. And I could do a kind of infuriating thing where you knock it this direction and it's not down there yet. It's just on the other side. You gotta go back. Is this going to go over the top? Yep. Okay, I think I got it. Knock it this way. It doesn't let you immediately knock it in this direction. You actually want to get it this way. So let's go. I think this is it right here. That way. Can I do something good with axles here for the path? I can give a little more space. Right now I think I'm kind of constrained in different puzzle ideas because the space is pretty small. So let's pull this out a bit. So if we've got an axle, it's like maybe like Oh, I think I got it. Here's a cool thing too. Okay. So first to get it over here, dang it. But there's also one problem with if it lands here. Okay. So let's just add a spike at that particular location. Does that line up? Let's double check. Yes. Okay, so the player could knock it this way. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. There. And so here's how I'm limiting the options. If the player moves this, pushes the block east from here, it's going to land against this and drop down. I'll add one more spike. I'll add one more spike below, just to prevent that from being a useful activity. Okay, so the player has to move it out of the way. Dang it. This is so hard to get right. So they move out of the way. Move it this direction. Then they can knock the block over here. Their next problem is rotate this around again so it goes this way. How do they push it back in that direction? Dang, this is hard. I can use grass, but grass is just kind of broadcasting the solution. Especially if I only use just a little bit of grass in the level. What if I move this up? Nope, not you. You. Move that there. That would mean that I could knock the block up to here. I can't rotate around here yet. I could make a little more space so it could. If I did, then you could rotate this back around here, push the block that way, it would catch. Then rotate it back to here, push the block this way, it catches. Then knock it this direction, boom, bam. Okay. Let me try that. That shouldn't be too hard. Except for this wall being here. Let me see. Maybe I'll just delete a portion of it and rebuild. Let's just clear out this section so I don't get some weird situation later where I don't understand the geometry and it's doing something unwanted. I have made my peace with this edge loop and bridge type of a feature. Peace is the wrong word. I mean, it's actually good. It just wasn't real intuitive to figure out in the first place, but now that I'm using it and I can see it's not unpredictable, I should say it is predictable, I feel much better about using it. Occurs to me, maybe I want yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and bridge here. Maybe I can bridge down here in the same transaction. Don't like that it just selected some extra stuff, so let's get rid of that. Yeah. Okay, try that. No, do one at a time. Technically, I don't need to do the rest of these, but in fact, it might even be argued that I'd be better off without adding this extra bits in, but while the level's still being made, it's kind of a pain to have meshes that have bits missing out of them. So I think I'll even close this up too. All right. This guy comes out a little bit further. Then I'll make my new replacement wall. So that might do something. While I'm at it, let's bring this section down. Ooh, easier said than done. Let me pull this guy out. Easier said than done. Just make a new wall, I guess. Or just to avoid a light seam, we'll go ahead and edge loop this and okay, so just move that down. Then I can extrude this section. looks like I need to put another edge loop in over here. What am I looking at? Oh man, that's annoying. I brought the wall out farther than I needed. Or, no, I brought the floor out not far enough. That's it. Okay. Dang it. This is complicated geometry. Okay. I guess it's time for another edge loop. Or there's already one here. I can just draw this wall in a little bit, and I can reuse the existing surface without existing face here. Yeah. There we go. Almost done. There we go. There's that. Then, need to close this off. Wait a minute, did I just pull? Yeah, I don't like doing that. Yeah, I don't like doing that. Okay. Okay, so I think that makes a puzzle. So it's knock it here, destroy it. You have to. It's the only way to move it along. Then I'll take it to a place that you'll have to explore a bit to find, way over here. Once you're here, you gotta fuck around a little bit, get it out. And then you knock it over to this side, but you need to have it set up to allow going through. It'll come along this way. If I put spikes here, it will kill it and put it on the K. I think that plays. There's probably quite a few holes in it to clean up. Let me see if this is solvable. I think it will be. Okay, yeah, I want to take the replay commands out. Yeah, I need some stuff, some rails here. Although, suppose you pushed it down there, what would happen? Oh, it goes all the way to the bottom with the infinite drop, and then when it dies, it comes back up. Okay, that's not good. Oh, what the heck, let's fix that. Look at the other stuff. So if you just walked off south, you'd die. If you flung across, you'd die in this stuff. Push south along these lines, it'll just go there. You push east, then south, go against that. So you gotta push it west. That means it'll get stuck down there. All right. Get my console up in case I see some more errors. What am I doing now? Don't push on the interior is the moral of the story. So there you'll die. See your friend K. How to get in there. Your first guess might be to get it going that way, but you're missing a way to get into that area. Is that true? If I go this way, oh, I gotta make that be a thing you can't get to. Okay. Okay, so the better way to get there is like that. Okay, I need a spike inside there. Okay, let me start making note of some of these things so I don't forget them. So you remember, open this back up before you go in. This might take some trial and error. Okay, suppose I flung this west, it would drop into that pit over there and end up on the bad K block. Okay, I don't think I have this set correctly. Oh, I do. It's open. I died. I'm not sure why. But it's on the right K block at least. Is it? No? Why would I die? Well, that direction makes sense to die. The other way I went, I don't know. Oh, this is a little tricky. So we go this way, then follow it. Okay, that's fine. And here it's a, okay, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Okay, so that. Okay, so all that to get it turned around so that it will hit this wall and drop down. That's a solution. Okay, that's pretty tricky. I think that'll slow him down a little bit. Now I gotta figure out the bonus puzzle. So I'm just kind of working through some stuff in my head. I'm thinking it might be interesting to see if I could get a K block to go back up. I was thinking of ways to do that, but they seem like they'd be kind of obvious. So like one thing is I could say, okay, you got to throw together like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 K blocks, and then you can maybe get to a point where you can knock the top K block off over this way. But yeah, it seems inelegant, and after I got done making it, it wouldn't be that hard. Like the pieces that would allow you to do it would be pretty obvious. Another idea. Is that there's another place for the O to be. So if you destroy the O, it will normally come back to here, but maybe if you knock it all the way down to this corner right here, and you destroy it, it goes somewhere else. But if I do that, I need a way to get it back to the original location. Okay, what do I have? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have to experiment a little to get it so it matches exactly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, it's going to be out here, way out here. Let's see. Also stick it down here, be a little simpler. Okay. So I need it to be pretty freaking close to the same distance, just a little bit closer in this direction. I might just do a little trial and error. See what actually works. Okay, let's throw a floor underneath. Okay, I've got an idea too. So if I can get this so it's a visible tower of O's, that would be enough clue to the player. Like maybe if I knock the O this way, it'll get over there. But let me make sure I've got the placement of this thing correct first. Okay. Hey, Plundered, what's going on? Good. Making levels. Okay. Already this is a little tricky. Placed it in a weird spot. fix this up a little bit. I'll go ahead and make a few other fixes that I already noted. I don't want the player to be able to drop down top of the walls ever. Oh, that's interesting. What makes you enjoy it better? Wait, it's more code to write, and that's wait, it's more straightforward. Yeah, that's true. Z got into, I don't know if Z's still on or if he's lurking or whatever, but Z got into HTML and CSS and JavaScript recently too. He made a language not translation, language training site. But yeah, yeah, you can do a lot with it. I mean, JavaScript with the canvas and everything, if you wanted to make games, it's good. I can see the appeal. I think, you know, if you're making games, you could do a little more with Unity than you could with even like canvas stuff, but definitely you can get going faster with JavaScript, I think. It's also a more future-proof language. Or maybe it's not the language that's future-proof, because C#, I mean, it's got as much legs to it as JavaScript probably, but since the environment is not tied to one company, like a standard browser will run JavaScript and CSS and HTML, like you're not tied to the fortunes of one company if you learn stuff in it. Yeah, you got like a new project you were working on with the web stuff. Let's see. So if we go that way and go bam, and you go down. Okay, what were my other notes? I think east from second K-block goes on top wall. Okay. So I want a spike in this area over here. So the user has to click as many times as they can in 10 seconds. Now combine that with a jump scare. There you go. You'll mess somebody up. Good stuff. Yeah, Minesweepers, that's a good game to do. See, I like how you're picking like projects that are not like, I want to make a MMORPG next. You know, I'm like, you'll never get it done. You'll feel bad. Yeah, Minesweeper, awesome choice. If you make one that makes only solvable levels without guessing, they're all logically deductive, then I'm really impressed. That's my one complaint. Everybody says that. I know. I get the appeal. It's just, man, it's a lot. I was watching this it made me a little bit sad. So there's somebody who made an MMORPG and they did a pretty freaking good job and they had a Kickstarter for it. And you look at it, it looks good. But then I think, like, what's different about that RPG or better about it than this, like, any kind of RPG I see that's maybe even 5 years old that's AAA, like, it would still beat the ass off of this other one that this guy spent years and years on. I'm like, what do you do different in yours? Because, anyways, it's unrelated to what you're doing. Yeah. Never done an RPG. I've done, like, a puzzle game that has a huge amount of story to it. With dialogue trees and no inventory. Well, not really. Huh. Let's see. I mean, it's hard to make a competitive RPG if you use the same things that the AAA people do, but you just make it on an indie scale. It's hard to get people to pay attention to it. But here and there, you see somebody that does something entirely different. Like, have you heard of Kingdom of Loathing? Entirely web-based, very simple kind of click-around game, but it's massive. A lot of people, I don't know if they're into it now, but I don't know. I still see updates being made. And this thing is just silly. You know, you've got, like, like one of the classes you can be is like a pastamancer, which is a character who is really into pasta. Take a look at it. It might give you some inspiration too. If you're getting into web stuff, this is like an excellent example of, like, if you wanted to make something that didn't compete with AAA, but still people would be into it. This is a very good example. It's humorous. It's got a lot of silly jokes in it. Alright, so what was I doing? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was making sure I've got this in a good enough spot. Wow. Huh. Well, that's not bad. I seem to have picked a pretty good location for it. If you just knock it south, that's not good enough. You knock it southeast, it will go over here. Let me see if I can bring it over a little more, though. seems like positioning has to be a little further east, but not much. Let's try just 2 squares over. Nice. That takes it over. Cool. Okay. So then, to get a visible block over here, so that when you're walking by, you can see that there's something over here. Looks like I have to go up pretty high. Maybe let's bring this down so I don't have to go up so crazy high. Okay. I don't know if I could see that yet. In fact, I may not be able to see it at all from here. Well, no, that's a pretty good view. Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't even need that many. Let's delete. It's kind of like that. Let's be a little more minimal with this. Okay, so if you walk over here, you'll see 5. Yeah, it's real easy to see. I don't think I have to worry about making that tower so big. Just bring that up a little. Okay, there's 4 there. I could make a little way out over here. Okay, so you need 5 after you get that. From this side, I think you're not high enough. Yeah, that's got to go much lower. Okay. So then let's take this over here. Let's make it a fling from the top of this thing. Just to get you a little more air. That lined up right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Here, this has to come down a bit. I see, what, Z fighting? Is that what it is? Maybe bad UVs. Okay. Not worried about it, as long as it's not visible on the other side. Oh, that looks like some garbage. Am I right or wrong? That looks like garbage. Alright, let me just delete some of the polys here that I don't trust. You're garbage to me. You're garbage. Okay, just bridge this up to be clean. Although I should get this lower surface. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, okay, then bridge up. Let's see, is it over here? Because I might be using it quite a bit. There we go, bridge edges. That'll be faster. There we go, bridge. I don't know, did you... Oh. Crazy moments. These what am I looking at moments. So that looks fine, that looks fine. That one, that is like, that's the wrong edge. Okay, let's try bridging from these two instead. Okay. I don't want to mess much more with that wall. It seems like it's got a mesh with a lot to it, and it's taking a long time to update. Okay, come on, don't be fidgety. Come on, I saw you. There you go. Cajoling my interface here to do what I want. Please do what I want, please. Okay, all of that. Now it seems I could maybe just take one side of this and pull it over. Stop. Okay. And just a little more, just a little more. Want to be done editing this particular mesh because it's got a multi-second delay after every change. It's gotten large, basically. Yeah, that is a large mesh. Okay. By Pro Builder standards, that's a large mesh. This one feels like it would look good if I pulled it up higher, though, because it would cover up this bridge a little bit. So let's do that. Gonna hide it a little bit, shelter it a little bit. Okay, so then you just walk through here, and I think let's put some steps, some stairs. I'll just let the player walk all the way down some steps down to there. Kind of like this design, I want to just do a whole bunch of zigs and zags as you go down the steps. It has to stop right around here, though. Yeah. All right, let's take this, move it over there. I'm not sure if I've got it at the same level or not. Let's replace this for one of the big block pads. This could be an O. went too far, but that's all right. It just makes the level more interesting. Then you can come back up again. I'm still, oh, didn't need this last one. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. Or just insist on going down one more time. Yeah, let's go down one more time. That's more fun. There we go. What am I looking at over here? This is wrong. Okay. Okay. So that should do it. Just a crazy. Alright, Plunderton. I'll catch you later. Good luck with the web stuff. Stupid. It's a dumb thing that Pro Builder does. Yeah, be yourself instead of a copy of a different game object. Oh, you too, huh? Oh, you're just gonna be fucked up. Okay. Okay, the other thing I gotta do is pull these out so they go underneath the stairs. So that the bottom of the stairs is detected. Let's see. It seems like all my buddies are gone right now. I don't know if I've got any lurkers on, but Z, you might be off doing something else. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go off stream for the rest of the night. Just listen to some podcasts or something for a bit, which I can't really do on the stream. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up the night off stream. If anybody's on, thanks for joining. Catch y'all later. Stop the stream!